Okay, what I'm going to do now is start building my table. I'm going to start with the legs. To build the legs, I'm going to use a cylinder. I simply place my cylinder in the drawing, and I know the rough sizes of my table. I'm not going to be correct by any means here, but I am going to try to stay roughly within the limits of my table. So what I have to do is just type over these areas here, and then basically I've got one leg. The table has 4 legs, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the move command, which is found here on the main toolbar. I'm going to select my cylinder. Whilst holding down the shift key, I'm going to grab the X value, or the X of my leg, and then I'm going to drag it off in one direction. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch this area here to get a rough estimate about how far away I am from my original object. So there's my second leg. So all I've got to do now is just put them a little bit more accurate. So I'm going to put, by using the move command and right clicking on it, I'm going to move it. So now I know that this cylinder is directly located over the top of the 0, point of my drawing. If I grab this cylinder, however, we see that it's 600 in the X and it's 5.246 in the Y. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it 0 in the Y. I'm going to move it 850 in the X. So there we see I have the 2 legs of my long side of my table. So I'm going to select both by selecting out a box. I'm going to hold down the shift key again. I'm still using the move command, and I'm going to drag it up. Now I've managed to copy 2 items at the same time. However, to place them more accurately, I'm going to have to move them one at a time, because as a multiple selection you can see that the center point for this item is actually above my 0 point on my Z plane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight one object, make sure it hasn't moved in the X, and I'm going to place it 350 in the Y. So there we can see it's moved directly up 350. And I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to make sure the X is 850 and the Y is 350. So basically what I've gone and built are my 4 legs.